and then you just come here and you take a right. And you know, it's a life science building, so you all have Google Maps or something equivalent on your phone. And we'll walk there obviously as well, so just follow us. That's it from my side.
Yeah. So, Bastian, do you have that one slide? Yeah. So, I thought I'd just make one final small slide, and I made it today, and I may have not used the best wording possible, but I think that's the gist of what we are trying to do in a nutshell. We tried to create an AI for health evaluation community. So when my friend Arturo, he's a Max Planck director, came to me, he said, "Oh, we want to figure out whether when we take these proteins and we run them through a liquid chromatograph into a mass spectrometer, we want to know whether the mouse has a viral or a bacterial infection. Can we do some machine learning on that?" Then we basically, Arturo and I, we would set up this environment. We would engage some PhD students, try to help, you know, do the ground truth, and then set up the experiment and keep on going. Well, what we try to do here is, in principle, the same machine learning experiment, however, or AI experiment. However, we want to do this, we want to build a community that does that. Where, you know, this hospital comes with that problem and that set of data, and another hospital comes with another set of data, and then this, the Robert Koch Institute comes with this epidemiology data set, and then the Institut Pasteur comes with another one, and the CDC with another one. We bring that together. We then create and post the problem that we have these data, these are the interested parties. That's the problem that needs to be solved in this space. And then we put out the entire preparation for the AI task. That's this first part. And then we bring the AI community in to actually solve it. And we then take all of that and publish it. And the entire process by which we reach there is public. And you can follow it. You can follow the records. You can see how it happened. Okay? And so we want to create this community so that certain ethical, health, and technical requirements are met. And which requirements are there? We heard some today, and we have some in our focus group documents, and we will iron out those over the next 3 days. These requirements, they affect the data sources, they affect how we handle the data, and they also affect the AI task itself. Not every AI task is worth for us looking at. Not every set of data is something that we want to have, for instance, non-anonymized data, etc. And then, once we've done that, we shouldn't be stopping there. We should make sure that with our process as an integral part, that the result is relevant. It could be relevant, for instance, on one hand, for a clinical diagnosis where we are being advised that we should take certain precautions in order to set things up when we do this test. For instance, we have a histopathology case for breast cancer. The way these cell images are sourced from tissue samples to the images, for instance, that needs to be reproducible at different hospitals in order for those results to be transferable to different hospitals. We need those types of advice. So we need then the recognition by health professionals and the population that the results that we produce are relevant to them and they can use them. And we also need a recognition by regulatory and public health authorities, and each of those for their specific cases. This looks like an enormous task, and I'm an engineer by training, and so I'm viewing it as an engineering problem. So we try to engineer this mechanism. And so we started 2 meetings ago by setting up the structure of the focus group and issuing very draft call for proposals, where we just try to get our feet on the ground, like what could be done, what are actual problems. At the last meeting, we received 15 proposals. 8 out of these 15 looked like we could actually do something about them. So we took them on to further exploit them. At this meeting, we then got feedback on more than half of those on further refinements. And we got new proposals. So we are currently at this first stage, at this curation stage, where we try to prepare our AI experiment through a community approach. Once we have that ready, we can then call for AI technologies to actually solve the problem. And so we might be able at this meeting to have this first dry run. So we might not want to call it real AI test, but we might call it a draft AI technology evaluation. And so this is how we try to build step by step. And then once we have something that we have fully evaluated, then we'll try to see how it can be further put out into the world and then make a real impact. Because once we have started this, once we have created for, let's take the breast cancer example. If we can automatically identify the lymphocytes and the cancer and the tumor cells in these images, that will be used in hospitals. That means there will be more data coming in, and this can be improved. And we can actually learn more about where these cells are relative to the tumor cells. And then we can do a second round, and we can let this going. So every topic we touch, every topic we are successfully evaluating, we put out, it becomes used, we get more data, we make it bigger. So we could, if this gets right, if we get this right, from the point where we do the evaluation to the use in the field, we can then make this particular use case bigger, stronger, get more data, refine it, become better, and so on and so on and so on. So this is what and one small step we'll try tomorrow and the next 3 days at our focus group meeting. So I thank you all for being here. I can also tell you that don't take the night train from Berlin to Lausanne. It is not worth it. It's not the Orient Express, unfortunately. So looking forward to those of you who stay on, and otherwise looking forward to seeing you at the dinner tonight. Thank you very much. And by the way, one more thing. Where is she? Well, where's our organizer? Beatrice? I think we should get her to the stage and give her a big round of applause, because I think she did a marvelous job organizing this. She's organizing, huh? She doesn't have time for cheering. No. That's Beatrice, please come. It doesn't work that way, Marcel. We have to do it in front of her. Beatrice, please come. When Bastian told me yesterday by email that he went here and scouted the event, he said, "Oh, all the signs are up and it looks very nice." I said, "Thank you very much for scouting, but I didn't expect anything different." Perfect. So thank you very much for your organization. This is just such a great event. Thank you very much.